Okay, we're live. Uh, Hello everybody, welcome to stream from the B series race. Here we are with Roosevelt. Hello Roosevelt, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good, Luke. How about yourself, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good. Are you excited about the race?
I am. I know we were talking about this yesterday, and there's going to be some pretty stiff competition here with these four guys.
Yeah, that's a really rough season. I mean, it's really good because from track series, someone from second place can be a champion. Same here, someone from second place, like Eric, for example, can be a champion. I mean, Todd have to be first place and Eric second, then it's gonna work fine. If Todd gonna win A series as well, that's mean we have to wait till next Tuesday for the absolute standings. But everything is gonna happen here today, definitely. It's four drivers fighting for championship today. Whatever of them going to be first, I don't know. Even on a 10 place, well, not really 10 because it's 13 drivers, but if, yeah, 10 is possible. If someone from these four drivers come 10 and the rest will be behind him, then he's gonna be champion.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting in itself too, to watch these guys run and try to figure out, where they are in the field, who's ahead of whom, and you it has to be on their mind. They're thinking about if they win this one, then they can't win in the other series. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think they're doing right now the last pit party. Going to train a little bit, restart. Then let's wait a little bit and we'll maybe try to talk to any drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now I got my focus on the number 6 car here, Steve Maddox, as he's working his way into third position, come around here after the start. And he's a really good driver. I've been knowing Steve for quite a while. And, I'm kind of surprised that he's not up in this run for the championship either.
I used to race with guys here in this series, but that was a little bit ago. And I'm pretty sure the guys improve a lot, like right now. Yeah, I think hopefully they're gonna keep it together. I want to see the close fight between some people there.
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, it's not a large field. These guys are pretty consistent drivers across the board. So I think we're going to see some tight racing. I think we're going to see some good battles. Maybe a little bit of paint rubbing here, as these guys get toward the latter part. I know this is a stage race, so the first stage is 33 laps.
Yeah,
33. So we should see some good battles.
Yeah, hopefully they're going to stay together, at least in few groups. Then we can look what they're going to do there. I know, beside these four drivers who fighting for championship, rest of them is just like making a crowd here. But they fighting for points as well.
Right.
That can be interesting if it comes to pass these drivers as well, who going to, I don't know, will be a little bit intimidated probably. Some things can happen.
Something's gonna happen. It is. I got my money on the first part of the race.
Yeah. I hope nothing going to happen to drivers technically, because I heard Eric got some issues with the internet connection today. Then I hope he gonna hold it, and at least for whole race. Then it's about 11 minutes till the qualification. Maybe we move to the driver's room and we can interview them.
Sure. Let's see if I can get somebody up here.
No, we move there, okay? And we
Okay.
talk to them. You move first and just tell them we're going. When I will be there, I just tell you we're starting.
Okay, you're ready to head there now.
Okay. And here we go at Ford EcoBoost 126, and we're gonna have a short chat with the drivers because they qualification time.
So we're gonna go with you first, Todd.
Hello.
That's cool, Roosevelt. How you doing, guys?
Hello guys. How you doing?
Hey,
Hey.
Lucas.
Okay,
So we
Roosevelt.
got who we got? Todd here. Todd, you're one of these guys that's in the lead here. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you been racing with Gunners, and what's your experience level?
Pretty new here at Gunner. Ran some last year, full year this year. Really love racing with the guys. Really enjoy every Tuesday and Thursday night. You know, all the good racing. I started racing when I was 5, all the way up through dash cars, some bush cars, late models, all kinds of different stuff. And luckily was turned on to iRacing. And, bringing that career here.
I see you got the speed today as well. You got the best time in a practice session. How you feel about the track, about setup?
Feeling pretty good. I don't think those fast times are really going to matter. I think it's going to be tires, when pit stops occur, if we have green flag stops, things like that, staying clean, not taking on any damage. A lot of variables tonight, but we're racing against a bunch of good guys here. Any of the top 4 here are well deserving of winning this thing. So just glad to be a part of this.
Todd, I'm kind of curious to know the mentality coming into this. You got 4 racers who's racing for the championship, don't necessarily have to be first, and you got traffic around you. What kind of mentality are you taking into this race?
So I'm really just going to play it by lap. I can't really say I want to take it easy and end up in the middle somewhere, but you also got to watch wearing your tires out here. That could really come back to hurt you. So honestly, I'm just going to kind of wing it tonight and just hope for the best. That's pretty much all I got.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And good luck.
Yep.
And
Thanks, fellas, for putting on the broadcast. That's awesome, man. Good job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's move to who we got next. Glenn is second right now in practice.
All right, Glenn Stanley, you got us on comms, Glenn?
Cotton.
What's going on, big man? Long time to talk to you. Good to see that you're in the top 4 here. Give us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been running with these boys.
Well, I'll be 50 in a few days, and I've been racing with Gunners now for probably 3 years. Really enjoy it here and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the race, enjoying the competition. We're excited about tonight. Have enjoyed racing with everybody this year. It's been a hard, long road all the way to here.
Well, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, that's good. Do you feel okay with the car, with the setup? How is it going with you?
Well, the setup is, there's some looseness to it, but also a little bit of tightness in it. And like Todd said, you got to look out for how these tires are going to wear. This track normally eats it up. In previous races with Gunners, these races have a tendency to go long green flags. So if green flag pit stop's going to come into play. So you got to be mindful of your tires and mindful of how you get on and off of pit road.
Okay.
Now, you heard me ask Todd this question, so I'm going to throw the same thing at you, Glenn. There's 4 of you guys that are fighting for the championship here, and you're fighting in a pack of, 9 other cars. How do you manage that? What's the mentality? Are you thinking of getting to the front, clear all the traffic, or just stay behind or stay ahead of those 4 guys?
Well, the goal is lap 84, and whatever it takes to get there safe and clean. If you wad the car up early, it's no matter what you did early, it's going to be talking about right there at the end. It doesn't matter about the halfway, the break, or anything like that. It matters about that last lap and where you are versus the other three. And all three are well deserving. Eric has put on a heck of a race this year. David and Todd all have just done a wonderful job, and I'm excited to race against them tonight and see what happens.
Sounds good, brother. Sounds good.
Yeah, no. We're going to we next going to have Eric on fourth position here in practice. It looks like he got the speed as well here. It's not really big difference from Todd as well. And Eric, how are you feeling here?
Doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we good. First time doing stream broadcast, and I don't know. We find out after after you're gonna watch it later. But how is your internet connection? Is playing any role in this race as well?
Nah, no, it was fine. I had a little bit of scare when I got home. My internet was out, and it was out for me until about 30 minutes before the server went up. So, but it's doing fine now, so it shouldn't be an issue, I don't think.
How you feel with the setup with the track? Is your favorite track, or I don't know?
Oh, this is one of my favorite tracks. It's completely different from any other mile and a half we go to every year. You know, it's just old enough surface where there's multiple grooves where you can run at. There's tire wear you got to worry about. You know, it's just got a different layout, and I kind of like racing at it. Haven't had the best of luck here over the years, but it's a lot of fun to race at.
Good stuff. Do you have any question, Roosevelt?
Well, first and foremost, Eric, you know, I know you're a busy man hosting, you know, the A, the B, the truck. You know, where do you find the time to get the practice in to get yourself in that top four?
Usually, you know, it kind of depends on the racetrack from week to week. If it's a track that I have a lot of experience at, like a Charlotte or Auto Club or something that I've raced a lot at, I won't put too much practice in until the server goes up. But if it's a track like here at Homestead, we only go to once a year. I'll usually run maybe a B fixed or hop in a practice session, get a feel for the track and how the setup feels. With us running a little less fuel, it's a little different than what you'll get in an official race, but it's enough of a gauge you can kind of get a feel for how the cars can react before you hop in the server on race night.
Outstanding. Well, listen, no pressure on you, Eric, but I think I can say it, make the other guys mad, but you're a favorite here for me. So get out there and do your best, buddy. Good luck.
Nice.
And who we got the last two interview? It's David Camara. How are you doing, David?
Well, I'm feeling a little better tonight. I'm pneumonia, so it's been weeks. But the box by Christopher Chevrolet feels pretty good tonight. I don't put a lot of as the guys have probably figured out, I don't put a lot into the practice results. Don't really care whether I'm first, second, third, fourth, fifth, ninth, 10th. It all depends what happens in the race, and I usually end up qualifying fairly well. The four guys we're racing against, I trust each and every one of them. You know, we've all raced together this year, and outside of a few squabbles here and there, it's been a good season. And I'm looking forward to tonight's race. And my theory on tonight's race is stay in the top 3 or 4. Don't get back in traffic. Stay right there, all of us. And I think you'll find that. I think you'll find the 4 of us are going to be running up front. We're going to stay up front, and this race is going to come down to the last five laps, I believe.
Good.
Well,
good.
TikTok, Roosevelt here. I know, you've been running hard all season. I've ran a couple of truck races with you, and I actually saw you running some of the A and B. So I know you got the talent to get up there. But like I asked Glenn and Todd, what's the mentality as you move forward? Are you looking at trying to wait until the last 10 laps to win this thing?
Well, I'm very much like Todd, and I think that mentality comes from having raced for real. I think Todd and I are the only two. I used to race stock cars before, and you take it as it comes. I don't think you can go into a race like this with a plan. You take it as it comes to you, and if it comes to you, you take it. If you feel you need to just, if I can get in the top 3 and stay there, and let's say Todd isn't running away from the race, I'll stay there. I'm not going to fight it, because as everybody has said, you got to keep the fenders on it. Even though we got one reset, you don't want to be using that reset before lap 20. You want to save that reset to lap 75 if you need it. So just sit back. The 4 of us run together. As long as nobody's getting away, I'm satisfied with running 3rd, 4th, 2nd, somewhere in there, and then we'll see what happens in the end.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, thanks for that.
Yeah,
good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Is qualification about to start, and everybody have fun in the race, and let the best win.
Absolutely. Good luck, guys.
Thanks, you guys.
All right.
Channel switched.
Okay, then qualification start right now. And we're going to follow these guys here for a couple of laps. I think the qualification is a couple of, I think around 10 minutes or so, or 5 minutes. 5 minutes exactly.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah.
Let's see what we can have here. Then it will be let's see if I can drop here the drivers. That's it. David Camara right now on the, I need to put top 5 here. Right now the guys didn't score any lap yet. Then it will be probably in any moment now. They are just starting the laps here.
Yeah, and I'm checking them out right now. I see that Jason Mullis put the first lap down there.
A really nice lap, below 30. Really nice lap. Then
got David right on his heels.
Yeah, I see that as well. Todd just behind him. Oh, someone just Steven Mattox just getting on a 2nd position.
Old Steve there, we called him telemetry when he was racing, because this dude is like a savant with the car. So you see he put up that 29.9 right there.
Yes, very nice. I think the guy's going to be some around 29, all of them. Who is there third? Jason is just pitting right now, probably changing tires. Steven is still on the track, but I see slowing down, then he's probably pitting now. Oh no, yeah, he just trying to get on speed, no, pitting. Who we got third? William Long right now. Will Long is on a 3rd position. Todd is staying a little bit behind, but this is nothing like a very big issue, because he can get in speed during the race. I see David
just came into the pits. His best so far is 30.048, and he got some new tires and get ready to head back out. I think that 29.9 that Jason has, that's going to be tough to beat, man.
Yeah, that was very fortunate lap for him, I guess. Then right now, more drivers coming out. We got here some drivers. with Jason Mullis on the first place, Steven Mattox on the second, William Long on the third, Lisa Ray on the fourth, David Camara. David Camara on the fifth. Todd Cray is the sixth right now. Glenn is 7. Randy Collins at 8. Eric is 9, and David Hayne 10. All of them really close. It's not really big difference between them. Can you see the? At least in 7 position, everybody are very close to each other.
It's going to be tight. They got about a minute left in this open qualifying session here. And as it stands right now, Jason Mullers, he has that pole locked up.
Yeah, got a very good lap. Then maybe we jump to the driver's room yet for another quick chat with the pole sitter.
Yeah, let's get with Jason here.
Yeah. Let's wait for the end of the session and we move and find out is any changes here. No, Lisa is 4th now, and David stay 5th. Todd Cray is 6th. Is anybody on the track yet, or everybody?
I see. Let me see who I see on the track.
I think Will is finishing his lap right now. But is still staying on a 3rd position. Okay, let's move to the room with the guys and ask quickly Jason what he think about his lap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Channel switched.
Jason Mullers. You got us on calm, brother?
10-4.
Outstanding lap there. Looks like there's about 19 seconds left in qualifying. Doesn't look like anybody's going to challenge that 29.96 you put up there. You and Steve Maddox really came close. What did you feel? How did you see that lap running out for you? And how do you feel for this race?
Qualifying really don't matter. You just got to be really consistent, save tires there. Just had a good drive from David there right in front of me. He helped out right there.
All right, well, listen, we're going to get out of here and let you guys run. Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Have fun, man.
Channel switched.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
I'm going to enter the right position here. The guy's starting to pile up here in a pit road. It's going to be 1 lap, then a green flag. Let me put the right view here for the guys. Who's on the first place? We got Jason Mullis and Steven Mattox on the first row. Later William Long beside Lisa Ryan. And later David Camara and Todd Cray is the 3rd row. We got the Glenn Stanley and Randy Collins in the 4th row. We got the Eric Shearer and David Hayne in the 5th row. And that's about it.
Yep, and you're looking at those guys who are fighting for position to win this championship. You got Glenn, Todd, Eric, and David. And right now, as it stands, David has the jump on these guys as he's up there in 5th place, and Todd is right next to him. So I expect early on to see some battles, but have those guys kind of distance themselves from everybody else to try to win this thing.
Definitely, but you really good know as you're driving that's nobody going to win in the first couple of laps. Then definitely there will be battle, but I hope they're gonna keep it cool and we're not gonna see any terrible mistakes in just few first laps before the tires get warm and I don't know, drivers settle on the lanes.
Yeah, I agree.
Right
You know,
now, it's they rolling slowly to get to the starting point, and then we're gonna have green flag. It's,
yeah, we're about to go some green flag racing here, man. I'm looking forward to this. You know, I tell you, I'm so glad that you asked me to come in and sit down and broadcast with you. It's gonna be a fun race, and I'm really looking forward to see it.
Yeah, I hope that would be great. The first time, and I don't know, maybe the last time we sit here. Maybe not the last time, but definitely as we are drivers as well, we're just trying to drive in these races. And we're gonna have a green flag now. The guys are, I see them pushing here. Lisa is just pushing Glenn, number 6.
Yeah, and it looked like there was a pretty good jump there.
Yeah, Jason got a very good start. I see Will is just behind him.
I see some guys already 3 wide there, getting ready to go into turn 3, and like they already broke it up.
Yeah.
You're gonna see these guys, I think, kind of getting single file formation here after a few laps. Once they get things stretched out, looks like the field is gonna thin itself, and then these guys are gonna run some pretty consistent lap for this first stage of 33 laps.
Yeah, the first stage 33 laps. That means you have to keep cool at least for this time. I see that Jason is really fast here. He really got the speed in this race. And the group is staying behind him. The guys are still together.
Yeah, Jason has like a 4 or 5 car lead there on number 72, David Camara. But I told you before, you can see Dave, you know, he's going to kind of slip up there and just work himself into a groove. So I think he's just going to kind of spend his time back there and just kind of wait and see what happens.
Yeah, David is always taking warming up during the laps, and then finally he just gained into speed. I'm not really sure how it's about his tire preserves, if he got any issues or anything like that, or he just let's go and drive a little bit with him in a car. He just chasing Jason Mullis. I'm showing inside his car right now. Then it's just behind him in a little bit distance, but this is still manageable. Then behind him is Lisa. Let me find out if we can see. She's just sitting in his bumper, overtaking right now.
Looks like also
trying.
as we get into this, I think we're going into lap 5 here. We got David Camara, Todd Gray, Eric.
Look, Lisa overtaking David. That's on the very beginning of the race. Just looks like Lisa got the speed here as well.
Yeah, Lisa's looking real good there. She's moving. We see Steve Maddox there, who just dropped down to the bottom out on the inside, like he's trying to push in there and going into turn 4.
Looks like David losing a little bit position. Oh, he just regained it here, but it was a moment when he was almost losing this one here.
Yeah, and old Jason there, like you know, she's working him a little bit there and trying to close that gap, but she got Steve Maddox behind her, giving him a little bit of push.
Yeah, Lisa is closing the gap to Jason. David Camara is just like dropping a little bit behind. I'm not really sure if that loose setup is not playing well for him or what's going on, but let's check what the Todd Gray doing. He's on a 5th position, sitting behind Stephen Maddox. It's a bit gap between them, but later behind him is a bigger gap, and Will Long sitting behind him. Where is some group? Will Long leading some group of drivers, Glenn and Eric. Eric a little bit warping around the track. I see probably his internet connection. It's not really like a perfect right now, but hopefully gonna stay whole race on. Then what positions we got right now with these contenders to the championships?
So right now, David Camara
is going on front. That's when probably he taking it easy. It's
then you
keeping
got
everybody
Todd
behind.
Todd Craig is right behind him. Glenn Stanley is working, and then Eric there's in the fourth position back there, in 8th position in the race.
Yeah, but if I know Eric, he just keeping the distance for a moment. He definitely going to take easy the first stage, and he going to attack later on. The first stage for him is just like a warm-up, and it's definitely going attack later.
Right.
I see
now,
the guys taking it easy, really.
What does this track do to tires? Homestead is one of those tracks where you think you got speed in the corners, but you really eat your tires up. What's the best line around this track?
I don't know, really. I think it depends of the driver as well, because some of them can attack the corner, some of them can slowly enter the corner and later attack in the middle, and some of them can attack at the end to go to the biggest speed at the end of the corner. Like you can see David Camara taking it a little bit higher, middle of the track and higher lane, while the other drivers can take it a little bit lower.
I tell you what, Luke, that number 11, Elisa Ryan, she is working Jason right now. She's all over
yes,
him.
I can see it.
Yeah. I think
she's gonna overtake it. Maybe not this corner, but definitely she's looking for the position, yes, to take him down.
Oh yeah,
yes,
she got the inside.
She's taking it now. Yeah, very clean race, very clean race. The guy's driving really good right now.
She definitely has the speed on him, and there she goes right there down low. She's going to take it from him right here in turn 1.
Yeah, that's definitely a very good driver. I didn't have a pleasure to drive with her. I think she joined like a year or 2 ago. I'm not really sure, but when I was racing B Series like 3 years ago, then she wasn't in a pack, then I don't really know her then.
I see she's taking that high line coming out of turn 1 there.
Yeah.
So it looks like she's going to find her groove.
Yeah, looks like guys are staying together most of the time. There's not
it looks like everybody's kind of settled down a little bit.
Yeah, not a big gap. Then Jason is taking her. She probably make a mistake in the corner. David attacking as well. But she got some laps of leading laps. Let me check if I can find tracking from
Looks like Jason managed to get that lead position back from her. So it's like these two are going to be swapping, positions here as they race to that first stage win here and try to get those points. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what happened, like in the last 5 laps for these two.
Lisa was actually changed leader twice, I guess. Currently second, and she started from the 4th position. Her fastest lap is 30,270 right now. And last lap she slowed down about 1.200 of the second.
Oh, we see David Camara there coming below her in the inside. Like he's going to try to take that second place position from her as he's working into turn 4, and he has it. He has taken that second position, and David's going to work his way up to first place, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to swap here, like up and down all the time, working this. Oops! Oh, we got the contact. Oh, David is coming down. Oh, no, not good. That's gonna be a little bit intimidating for him. Let me see the replay. We can get the nice view there.
That's unfortunate. David is one of those contenders there. You know, and this is what we talked about, Luke. This is, even though these guys are running for championships, everybody else is running to win the race. So, it's not like Lisa's going to give up that spot that easy.
Yeah,
so I can't falter for it. She's racing to win, but that's that balance you got to find, the balance between the guys that are running for championships and the guys that are running to win the race.
Yeah, looks like this is a racing incident because David was wanted to go lower into the corner, and Lisa was still there, probably looking for a higher lane or something. Then definitely this is going to be a little bit. I don't know how the David car looks like. It's a little bit scratched all over. Then the front bonnet is a little bit rough. They're still racing. There was no caution flag.
Yeah, I think this is just it's one of them incidents. I'm looking at the replay too, and David, he was there. I mean, I'm sorry, Lisa was there. David he just kind of cut in, and I guess he was assuming Lisa was going to lift a little bit, But again, this is one of those fine lines you're drawing between your racing and you're trying to win the championship, and who gives way,
Yeah, looks like David's fallen a little bit behind, and he's right now all the way behind all the guys. Then what the situation got? We got the champion, the Glenn sitting on the first place, Todd just behind him. Later is Lisa, which is not a contender to the championship. Later is Will, which as well is just like sitting behind her. And Eric moved one position up. Then for David is a bigger drop down because he was first for a while in this championship play. But right now he's sitting the last position here.
Yeah, David, unfortunately he got some damage to him. Looking at his car, he's banged up a little bit and looks like it's affecting his speed. So he's dropped, and he's continually dropping. His number 29, Reggie Packard, is going to start working on him to drop him back even further. So he's going to have to probably get in and get that damage as best as he can if he wants to hope. He got a lot of racing left though, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely gonna wait till the first stage is gonna finish. But can you see the front? It's like Steven Mattox, Jason Mullis and Glenn Stanley. All of them are together in a corner, almost side by side. Definitely Jason and Glenn was side by side for a while. They are side by side right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you got, it's lap 26 of a 33 lap first stage here. Steve Maddox has the lead, but he got these two guys behind him and they're working him. Glenn Stanley is there, so it's going to be a pretty interesting race here coming up to that lap 33.
Yeah, I think Todd is just keeping the gap between drivers in front, drivers behind him, and he's just probably happy where he sits right now. After he see what's happened to David, then he probably is a really good spot in this moment. They're not gonna gain too much or anything. There's no fight for the points in playoffs. right now. They're not fighting for the points here. The winner going to take everything.
Yep. Well, you see, the number 7, the Glenn Stanley there, he's working his way up. He's in second place now.
Yes.
And he's working on the number 6 of Steve Maddox. So he definitely has a pretty good lock on the first stage. But I tell you what, it looks like he's going to work his way in and win this first stage if Steve Maddox isn't careful.
Definitely, but they are racing here in front, very close. And I see the Todd gaining to them. I mean, it's just closing up on them. And it will be interesting finish here because it's a 28 lap. We got another 5 laps. They didn't pit, they didn't change tires. They times right now, I guess, drop almost 2 seconds down. Because, like I'm saying, Steven Maddox got the fastest lap, 296, and right now he's doing last his lap was 32.0222. Then they are almost 2 seconds down. Oh, right now his last lap is 32.112.
If we look at it now, you see him. He is all over Steve Maddox right now. He's lucky he's going to push it here. They're on lap 30. They got 3 laps to go, and I think that these guys are going to fight.
Yeah, for the at least lead for the place in first stage. They're gonna fight for the points, I guess. I don't know if the points are doing anything for them, but right now they are in front.
Well, you got Glenn Stanley there who's fighting to win the championship here, and he's running really good. And I tell you, you see he almost made a move on Steve down low. Steve managed to hold him off. As they go into lap 32 here, coming up at the start-finish line, it's going to be tight coming into to the first half here, first stage. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's check what's going on behind before the last moment. Eric is sitting on 7th position. He looks like he's just comfortably there. He got a David just behind him. There is another group, Lisa and Will, just sitting together. And right now, Jason with Todd actually. Attacking.
Caution. Oh, we got caution. Caution.
That's the end of the first. Is the third lap. And right now is the end of the first stage.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Actually, right now we got the Glenn Stanley sitting on the front, and we're going to find out in a moment how it's going to be with
I think for the stage win, I think it was Steve Maddox. I think Glenn Maddox came by him.
What we got here, 33 laps right now, 51 laps to go. Lead change was 4 times. Then we got the 4 leaders already. Oh, at least 4 times they changed the lead. I think Lisa was on front, and Glenn, and Steven, and Jason. I don't remember. David was on first position.
At first it was. David is now back there behind Eric. So again, for our top 4 that's trying to win this thing, Glenn Stanley's in the lead. Todd Cray is behind him. Eric, and then David Camara. So that's how the top 4, the championship runners are sitting right now. But Steve Maddox, I think Steve Maddox won that first stage. And Glenn just kind of came by him as the yellow came out.
Yeah, Steven definitely won. He's in first position right now. Then they're going to pit. I think they're going to change all tires and just going to put petrol to full. Not really sure how much it's taking in this track, in this car, but
Let me see if I can jump up there if you want, and let's see if we can get Steve on the horn.
Okay, we got any changes here? Steven's still on a first.
He's
Todd
on,
is
he's
on a second. Will is third. Then Jason Millis. Put me here. And Glenn Stanley is the 5th position. Then is Lisa. David Camara. Looks like David fixed the car in this time. I cannot see how long he got the pit stop, but let me find out if I can see.
Yeah, his car.
We got the times. We got the times here. I got the times. Steven Mattox was 14 seconds. Todd Cray was 13:57. William Long was 13:53. Jason Mule is 14:98. Glenn Stanley 40:20. Lisa Ryan was 13:43. David Camaroni 13:67. Do you think they got the reset here in this car? Definitely we got it in a track series, but I'm not really sure if we got here.
Looks like they do, because David's car is fixed. His car is repaired, so
it's
looks like they might have one repair.
Yeah, definitely, because I got here, he got a really good time in a pit. It's a 13:67. That's not really bad time. Todd Cray got similar time. He got 13:57. That's the tenth. Eric Shearer got the really nice
green here, and they gone green. They gone green.
Okay.
And we see Steve Maddox here. He's pulling out. He's pulling out in front of that 13 there. He's trying to work his way in. And he has the inside, but the 13. Oh, Todd just got that front run on him. Todd has jumped up in front here. And don't forget, Todd is one of our 4 that's running for the championship here. So that was a good start by him.
You know, right now they're going to start really fighting and pushing each other. Then I think they want to be now, all 4 of them want to be now in front. There is Todd, there's Steven, who is not fighting for the championship, but no, Steven and Jason is not fighting. It's the 2nd and 3rd position. William is not fighting. Lisa is not fighting from the 5th position. Glenn Stanley is on a 6th position. And that's the interesting thing. Right now, they are side by side with Eric. And fighting for the position here. Eric start to attack finally. Then here is as well David attacking from outside the high lane. They're going to overtake the who is here, William Long as well.
So you got 3 of those contenders right there, Luke. Eric, Glenn, and David. Those guys are neck and neck right now, so we should see a good battle back there. These guys are going to be fighting hard.
Car 07, car 72, and car 22. Right now looks like David overtake Eric, but Eric got the speed in the high lane.
I tell you what, they went 33 laps without a yellow and without pitting. that first stage there.
Very good race, very good. They're having really good time here. I guess it's perfect day for them. I don't know what weather we got here, but this is Miami, then it's probably hot. We got 78 degrees here, north wind 1.99 miles per hour, 55% humidity and 0% fog, partly cloudy. Anyway, that's a perfect weather here.
Well, I tell you what, you can tell the difference between that first stage and where they are now.
Yeah,
I mean, the pack is staying together, and these guys like they're fighting. And I'm telling you, I'm nervous about the big one happening here because this is where all the money comes into play right now. These guys are going to be running. They're going to have to pit one more time. But this is where you get nervous at right here, Luke. This is where you have to really focus in on what you're doing, I think. Would you agree?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, you have to stay focused, because if something happened right now to you, I'm not really sure. If they got the reset here, then some of the drivers definitely didn't use it yet. But that's not means you have to, jeopardize your position because of any crash or any damage or anything like that. I see the
right now the one that's sitting pretty good, but I would still be nervous, is Todd Craig. He's up there in first position, but he has Steve Maddox right behind him working, and right behind Steve, Jason Muller. As a matter of fact, Jason Muller just took the outside.
Fighting here.
Yeah, they're fighting. So if I'm Todd up there, I'm a little bit reserved. If these two, they want to fight and take the lead, I'm not gonna jeopardize my position over my other three. And you see it right now. Look at that. Oh, they coming real close, like they almost touched each other right there coming into turn 4. But like they cleared each other, and it's still a good race up front there.
Yeah, very good race. And basically when two drivers fighting on a track, they definitely going slower than the single driver. They definitely going to compromise their lane, because they're not going to take a perfect lane on the track. They have to compromise the lane and slowing down a bit. Then that's a very big opportunity for Todd to gain a little bit distance from them. They are just switching sides up and down, up and down.
What they're also doing though, Luke, is they're letting Lisa, we know she's fast, they're letting her get up front there, and she's going to come in and make this a four-way fight if those two if they don't get in line here.
Yeah, definitely she's sitting just behind them. This is like a really close race here.
Yeah, moving toward the back there. Looks like everybody's kind of settled in now. Even that front pack there, like they got in a single file. They're going to kind of settle in and let the race come to itself. Again, these guys get 33 laps at first stage without pitting. So tire conservation is going to be on everybody's mind by right now as they get into the latter part of this race.
Yeah, what we got here right now, we got yet 38 laps to go, and 46 laps is complete, and 47 right now, 37 laps to go. Then how many laps they actually did in this session, in this segment? That was 33. 2 laps, 3 laps will be 36. Is actually around 12 laps already after the segment. Yeah, it looks pretty good. They very close to each other.
They are still side by side up there up front. These guys up front are battling. They're fighting up there.
Yeah, look at the 2 lanes like going like a 2x2 right now.
Lisa, like I said, she's jumped right back in the mix again. We knew she was going to get up there. So she's fighting in for the 3rd place position, and she's fast. It's going to become better. But look who's back there, number 72, David Camara.
Hey, what's happening to Troy? To Todd? Todd just dropped to the 3rd position right now. He's 4th right now. Lisa overtake him. Looks like Todd. I don't know, probably, but look, he got another 2 drivers behind him. Looks like Glenn and David just sitting on his back right now.
David has just worked his way up, being patient, taking his time after that accident and that damage.
And look, it's Eric sitting just behind them. That's meaning they are all together. Look, you got the Todd, Glenn, David, and Eric all together in one place.
It is going to get crazy, Luke. They are all together. You know that the battle is about to come right now. These 4 dudes, they want it. You can tell they want it bad. And now they're all together. Oh, my goodness.
I just hope nobody loses it. Because
The two drivers that should be nervous right now, to be honest with you, should be Lisa and Steve. Those guys are first and second, and they got the top 4 championship runners right behind them. And I'm telling you, those guys are coming, man. Those guys are coming hard.
Oh my God, that's really, look like how close all of them just sitting together right now. In the first segment there was a gap between them, but right now it's just like a very close race, all together. Yeah,
we're gonna see some green flag pitting here. I can see it coming right now.
Definitely.
And this might come down to pit strategy, my friend. This might come down to, you know, who's willing to gamble on the pit road and try to get out front there, because these guys are running hard right now and they're running close.
Yeah, the group is here. All of the drivers are skipping together. I see the Eric just right now fall a little bit behind, but this can change any minute. I don't know, probably David after this crash got a little bit settled down.
Well, you see Lisa and Telemetry are side by side going down the backstretch here. They're coming to turn 4. Telemetry has that outside high, but Lisa has them down low. But look who's coming up right behind them right now. It is going to get hairy here. Holy cow, look at this race.
They are just like trying to wrap some paint here. I bet for that. You know, you saw
Jason Mullis, yeah.
You saw the Lisa in the first segment. She was just standing there for her place. She didn't want to move. Then David just come out on her.
We just look. Check this out, Luke. I told you it's going to come down to pit strategy, right? Look who's going into the pits right now. See number 72, David Camara. He's going into the pits. Is this an early pit strategy that we're seeing from this dude?
Oh my, that could be the early. Yeah, definitely. How many laps left? Let me check here. Race summary. We got 29 laps to go. This is just like he won the fresh tires and he won't be fill up till the end of the race and sit there comfortably on a track. Right
Is this gonna be a decision point for the race? Early pit. He's going to go a lap down here, but he should come out one lap down and be able to get back his lead lap once everybody else going pitting. We know we're going to have green flag pitting here. Yeah. So I wonder if this is going to work out for him.
Okay, what we got here? Someone else pit? I'm not really sure. I can see this. Lisa is in front. Jason, Todd, Glenn, Eric, Reggie, David, and Corey. Everybody's sitting there. Alan Piazza, Randy Collins sitting the 12th position, and Robin Slaughter sitting 13. Then David Camara just came out on a track 14. I don't know. It's maybe they want to push some few laps more and then pit, but not really sure if that's going to last long, because David going to gain on speed and on the places.
Definitely going to gain. What would kill that strategy for him is if a caution came out. That would hurt. But if he's able to stay on track and they're able to go green flag pit stops, and we see somebody else get ready to drop into the pits right now too.
I think yeah.
Jason Mullis is coming in.
Jason Mullis, okay. Yeah, I just got a view on him. Yeah, he's just pitting right now.
We also got the number 27 Randy Collins dropping into the pits now. So we're starting to see that green flag pit cycle come through. So looks like that maybe David gambled and it was a smart gamble.
Maybe. You know, you were
here comes
saying,
the number 7 of Glenn Stanley. He's now coming down pit road.
He was saying that it could be difficult for him to be on a track when caution could come out, but that's not really big issue. That would be big issue if everybody pit and he is last or lap down. Because if he was lap down and caution come out, then everybody go to the pit. But he's staying on the track and he's coming back on at least on the lead lap.
True. You see number 13 of Todd Gray, none of our championship contenders. He's now pitting. Number 13 is in the pit.
Yeah, okay, I see him. Let's see.
The number 12, Will Long, is in the pits. Yeah, so we see our green flag pit cycles coming through right now.
Looks like we got...
David Kamara's making that move on the 2-3 of Corey Hart there. He's working his way back up through the field. Again, David got those fresh tires. Everybody else doesn't. So he's in 12th position. And after these green flag pit cycles come through, we should see him work his way up. He just passed another guy. So, yeah, he's working his way up now. Maybe a smart strategy on his part.
Yeah, he's staying behind few guys who didn't pit yet. Then, basically, he is the first driver who is who got the 2 pit stops already. Then he is just in front of everybody. Looks like his strategy paid off.
Strategy like it paid off, exactly. So that was a smart move on his part. If they stay green, I think he's going to be in good position here. Now, if he comes in, if we get a yellow out there, it could be an advantage to everybody.
He didn't have a really good stop, because I see the 14-second stop. Jason Willis, for example, got 13.7, and Glenn Stanley got 13.9. I got here, Todd Craig got 14 as well, but Will Long got 14.9. Randy Collins got a very long stop because he got 29.9. I don't know if he was fixing the car or anything like that, but I don't know. Right now, Steven going to the pit lane.
Yeah, I see Steven. I see David just passing him here now.
Yeah, but looks like Eric staying out yet. Don't know
Eric stayed out.
Is Eric staying there? He hoping for the, I don't know, caution? No, that's not gonna happen right now, I guess.
I think Eric might be on a max fuel run here strategy. Just kind of stay out and get more laps. But I tell you what, you can see how slow he is compared to these other guys that got fresh tires. I mean, they're coming by him, so I don't know if it's
31 around. David doing like 3960 and Eric doing 32,320. Then I'm just looking at Corey, who is right now the second one, and he's staying behind Eric on a probably long run as well.
Right. Corey's position number 2 now, so he's just kind of hanging out there, wants to run up front for a little bit. But I think you can expect Eric and Corey, those guys, to come in pretty soon.
But it looks like right now we got the Eric Shearer, Corey Hart, and Robin Slaughter. All of them, that the only drivers who didn't pit yet.
Yep, and look who's right behind them.
Oh, David Kamara. Yes.
David is right there. So right now, as far as the championship standings go, even though Eric hasn't pitted yet, he's up in front. David's right behind him. Todd Gray is in 7th place right now, looks like.
Yes,
and then Glenn Stanley is in 6th place, right above Todd. So David's strategy worked out. We should see Eric.
That
Corey
was a brilliant move.
Very, very smart. Very smart.
We can learn something from here. Definitely. That's the guy who we was interviewing and was saying that taking it cool and the results from qualification not so important. The strategy is the point, the key of the race.
Absolutely, and I'm telling you, right now David is about 1 second faster than Eric on the track right now. And so David is closing that gap real fast. So Eric is going to be in trouble here if he don't get to the pits, or if he doesn't have a caution. So I think Eric's probably going to be hoping for that caution, but I don't think he'll get it the way these guys are spread out.
No, this track is really, let's say, easy for no caution. No cautions here is most of the time. It can really mess up something. Big group of cars coming together, fighting, etc. to mess up jeopardize this and make caution here. But right now they are just driving together. In some groups it's David, Jason Mill is just behind him, but this is not threat for him right now. This is just Jason gonna fight to win the race and David going to fight to win the championship.
Yeah, we see right now that David he's out there battling with Jason Mullis. Jason's not in the championship, so he's just going to give him that inside, let him go.
Yeah.
As David just kind of let this run. But they only have about 12 laps to go in this race. It's an 84 lap race and it's lap 72 right now. So
it looks like there is a fight between Todd and Glenn right now. Todd overtakes Glenn just right now, and they are sitting bumper to bumper.
So yeah, I see Todd, I see Glenn, and I see David. Those three guys right now, they are
closing.
Right there.
They closing to David right now. There will be big fight. We got
Eric.
How many?
Eric
10 laps to go.
10 laps to go. Eric is still out there. Eric is way up there. Although Eric is running a 32.6 compared to David running a 31.3.
Do you think he can hold it till the end? I don't know how much. He probably can.
Does he have the fuel though? That's the question. Does Eric have the fuel?
Look at the guys right now.
Eric is pitting. Eric is pitting right now.
Good.
He's pitting right now. Is he gonna short pit?
He's probably going, but this is not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be enough, I guess.
No, it's not gonna be enough. Not with that 10 laps. He's not gonna be able to catch up unless he can get out there and just run and catch these guys.
Where is Jason? Because he was lap up, yes? I mean, Dave was lap down. Or they was on the same lap.
Yeah, really and the other Corey Hart has not pitted yet either. So Corey Hart, who is currently in first place, has not pitted. And neither has Robin Slaughter, as far as I know.
Eric Schreck falling. He's 10 already, 11.
Yeah, he's dropping.
Yeah, he's dropping far. It's 12th position. But he's going to have fresh tires because I saw he was changing tires as well.
Fresh tires. Fresh tires.
How many laps?
And we got
it's, 8
we got 9 laps. 9 laps. This is going to come down to the wire. Can Eric catch back up to the pack? That's the question.
Yeah, because they right now are on the old tires. He will be turning like 30. And they are turning 33, something like that. Corey is still staying.
Corey's still staying. Todd Gray right now is leading the bunch. David Camara is right. Glenn Stanley actually is right behind him, and
Corey
then David Camara. So
no, not yet.
I think Mr. Corey Hart is one. He wants to get the W this time. Corey, I don't know if he's won a race this season, but Corey, I think he's on a mission to win it. So we see 2-3 standing out there.
Corey is a champion from the last year. Is he?
I don't. You know what? I don't know if I think he did win a championship in one of the series. The thing about 2-3 is that he likes to run in the back. He kind of stays consistent, stays out of trouble, and then he'll jump on you when you least expect it. So Corey Hart he'll surprise you with the way he drives. You might think he's slow, but Corey will sneak up on you and do exactly what he's doing right now. I don't know if it's
he's always on behind you, and he always checking everything in front of you, and then when everybody crashing, then he just sneaking in front.
Exactly. That's 2-3 for you.
Let me check. I'm gonna check if he was champion last year. In standings, in standing, he's on the first position. I'm not.
Oh, we got
really
2-3.
sure.
He's coming in. He's coming into the pits right now. Like he's slowing down.
Yeah.
Either that or he ran out of fuel. Did he run out of fuel?
I don't know. Still rolling.
He ran out of fuel.
Oh
I think
my!
he ran out of fuel. Oh, he's coasting it in right now. I think he ran himself out of fuel.
One lap too much. But no. Okay.
Right now we have Glenn. Who's in the lead here? Glenn Stanley's in the lead, I believe.
Jason is on the lead.
Okay, yeah.
Jason on the lead. Todd Gray is sitting just on his bumper. Glenn is with a little gap behind them. Then is Lisa. Then is David Camara sitting just behind Lisa. William Long is like a lone driver here. There's nobody in front of him, nobody behind.
Well, we see a battle here between Todd and Jason again, but look who's right behind them.
Oh,
if they mess around,
we got the one on the green. Who was that? Cannot see who was. Let me check here. Robin Slaughter of track. I got the replay here.
Okay.
Robin is number 14. Oh, he lost in a corner.
Tires went out.
Yeah, he lost later. It hit the bump, hit the wall.
We're coming down to the last lap here, and Glenn Stanley and Todd Gray are gonna fight for the championship.
Oh my God! Okay, Jason Millis is between them. Then
I don't think Jason's gonna let Glenn. I don't think he's gonna let Glenn by.
No,
I don't think he's gonna make this easy for Glenn. So Glenn is gonna have to get past in order to get up there and challenge Todd.
Looks like Todd got the distance right now. No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Last lap.
This last lap. I don't think it's gonna happen. Here comes Glenn. He's trying to take that inside around Jason Mullis. Jason's not gonna give it to him though. Again, Jason's not gonna make this thing easy for him. Glenn is on the inside. He can't get it. He's going to try to get back in that draft and see if he can do it. Todd just has too much of a lead on him now. We're talking about 5 or 6 cars ahead.
Yeah.
Here's the last turn here.
Yeah, he got the Todd easily sitting on a finishing
Todd Gray.
position.
Todd Gray got the win. That was, Lucas, that was a fun race. Holy cow.
That was a good one. Oh, yeah. Glenn is
Todd
second.
Gray.
What we got here? Glenn is second. Let me put this 5. Later is Jason after Todd. Later is Glenn. Later is David. And Eric is a 9 position. Then his strategy didn't pay out. Definitely. I don't know what he was just thinking, but definitely that wasn't really good thing. He lost a lot of time there at the end.
A lot of time. I've asked some of the guys to stay in the channel upstairs, and hopefully we'll be able to get in and talk to some of these guys. Definitely talk to Todd Gray. We want to get up there and congratulate these guys. That was a really fun race. Really fun race.
Yeah, really good. Really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Todd right now celebrating burning tires there. Let's put him on a close-up here. It just looks like
yep.
He's enjoying this championship, definitely. I don't know, but he is still up to being a champion in A Series, which gonna be next Tuesday. But
yeah, so he has a decision. I mean, obviously the A Series is the bigger series, so if he wins the A Series, then he'll default in the B Series. And then in the B series, that would go to who?
No, it's not gonna work anymore. B series going to go to Glenn here. Let's put the results here. We got the Todd Cray on the first place, Jason Mullis, then Glenn Stanley is on the third, Lisa on the fourth position, David Camara on the fifth, William Long on the sixth, Stephen Maddox on the seventh position, Reggie Packard eighth, Eric Shearer on the ninth position, and David Hayne on 10th position. What we got the next one? Let's say Randy Collins was 11, Alan Piazza was 12, Corey Hart managed 13, and Robin Slaughter, after this incident, he was 5 laps down. He probably
Five laps down.
Yeah, he just probably go to the pit and park 14. It's funny, he's car number 14 position.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Look for him well. Okay, let's go to the room and
Let's
chat
let's go in here and
guys.
see if we can't talk to these guys. I'm anxious to hear from everybody. So
Okay.
Channel switched.
I run her smooth out a few.
So-
I'm sure.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Racers, Gunner boys, let me tell you something. This is Rosebud here. I got to tell you that, you know, out of all the races that I've watched this year, watch you guys run, this is probably one of the funnest ones I did, not to mention that Luke and I are sitting in the booth just kind of freaking out over the top 4 and where you guys were sitting at. So first and foremost, Todd, congratulations on the win, buddy. You said it when you first got in here that you're just going to kind of focus on the race itself and stay out of trouble. Talk to us about those last 10 laps. Go back, actually. Back up. Talk to us about that green flag cycle and then those last laps.
I'll go back a little further with that. I mean, early on we started, I just wanted to take it easy, and, we just really couldn't hang. I mean, David came up, Glenn was fast, just really couldn't hang. So had a good pit stop, came back out, decided, hey, we need to save a little more tires. Let's get up in the high line and let's see what we can do. And, man, what a race. I mean, it can't get any better than that with the Gunner Force drivers. I mean, that clean race, running side by side, green flag pit stops, fuel strategy looked like it may have played in there. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen there, but it just played out. And, man, just thrilled to get the win tonight. Awesome night.
Yeah, congratulations, Todd. It's really good watching you fighting there and back. We just enjoyed to watch it. Completely madness, probably. You got the big fun sitting there in the car and fighting these guys in front of you. Tell me about the first stage, because we saw you sitting comfortably between 2 groups of cars and watching how actually Lisa was involved in incident with David. How you feel that time?
I was really nervous, to be honest with you, Lucas. I seen Dave going up there. He was fast. He was taking some chances and just kind of hanging out, kind of like we said in the pre-race, man. Just try to take one lap at a time, and but once I could get to the lead and get that track position, where I could dictate kind of how things went, take that high line away, that's where things really started to pay off, and I seen that as the race went on. So, but the boys were fast tonight. I'll tell you, Glenn. I appreciate Glenn. Glenn did my paint scheme, Stanley Graphics. So I appreciate him for that, and all the guys running clean. You guys calling the booth. It's just fun racing with these guys. I mean, back when I couldn't even get my paints right, Corey Hart stepped in, took an hour with me, got me straightened out. I appreciate that. And just guys are friendly, and man, what a race. That's how you race. And we come down to 7/10 of a second for the whole season. I mean, great job to Glenn. I mean, Eric for putting on the show. I'm just thrilled, man. Awesome night.
Well, again, congratulations, Todd. But let's get to David here. David, buddy, I know you got tangled up there with Lisa early on, took some damage, but man, you talk about a fight back and then some strategy there on the pits. Talk me through what happened first in an incident with Lisa, and then your mindset as you looked into changing your strategy a little bit.
Well, like Todd says, I was up there running with him. maybe taking some chances, but I know Lisa. I was surprised she was as aggressive as she was, and I went back and looked at the replay. She just ran me over. Fortunately, I was able to continue. I didn't have to do a tow. I didn't lose any laps. I got in the pits, got it repaired, got back out, bought my way up. I pitted. I had my pit cycles all thought out before the race, how many laps there were, how far we go on fuel and so on. And I thought I had it figured out, but I went in the pits too quick, too soon, and of course you saw the result. They just ate me up at the end. I might have run them off. Excuse me. I might have run the tires off a little bit too, trying to get a gap on them. I figured if I got far enough ahead, they wouldn't be able to catch me, but I don't know. Every time I do that, it doesn't work, so I don't know why I keep doing it.
Well, I tell you, as Luke and I was looking at you, we saw you going into that early pit cycle. We thought maybe that was going to, put you at an advantage, but you had guys like Eric who stayed out for a while, and 2-3 stayed out for a while too. I'm gonna turn it over to Luke. Let Luke get some questions here, but 2-3, Eric, don't go anywhere because I got some questions for you guys too.
Okay, David. Tell me, how was after an incident? Did you feel a little bit like you are taking it more easy, or you just was the same sport on the track as you was on the first stage on the beginning? Because on the beginning you was just in front all the time. We was just like cheering up all the time for you, taking the positions up and up. But if that incident settled you a little bit?
Well, it did for a few laps, but then I got my head back in it. But I had so much damage. I was going as fast as it would go. And then, after the break, I don't know, I guess, I don't know. I can't say I didn't have my head in it. I was doing everything I felt I needed to do. I knew Todd was the favorite going in. I knew you were going to have to do something unusual or different. You did everything the same as Todd was going to do. You weren't going to beat him. So I did something different, hoping I could get a gap on him. And for whatever the reason, the tires didn't stay under me. And the tire wear, the pit before that, weren't that bad. And that's one of the reasons why I pitted early. But it is what it is. Like I said, I figured Todd to be the favorite going in, and cream rises to the top.
Well,
great race.
Absolutely great race, David. I tell you, I know, and Eric, you still there, I hope, buddy. I know I told Eric was my favorite coming in, and it looks like there for a second, you had a strategy of just staying out and pushing and pushing. I'm thinking, okay, is he going to make it? Can't make it on fuel. What was your thought process, after that first stage? I know you guys went 33 laps, no cautions. Second stage coming in, Eric, what's that thought process?
Probably in the first stage, I kind of caught me off guard. I got really tight with about 10 laps to go and was really struggling. And I kind of knew at that point that I wasn't going to beat these guys on raw speed. I'd have to have some sort of either a late caution at the end, get a restart, or some sort of strategy to get ahead of these guys. And so I just decided right there that I was going to either short pit or go long and just hope for a caution. And when I saw David pit, I decided to just stay out as long as I could and just hope for a caution, get track position, and pit with a few laps left and maybe get a restart, stay ahead of everybody else. But just didn't work out that way. Caution free.
Good job. We was fancy, really, if you're gonna hold this. How many laps was? How much was short for the petrol to finish this race?
I think I pitted with about 10 laps to go.
Yeah,
it was about empty then, so I was about 10 laps short. If I'd saved a little bit, I think Corey was saving, and I think Robin was. They went about 5 laps further than me, but I knew that I wasn't going to make it on fuel. I was just hoping for a caution.
We was just thinking about this.
Down.
Yeah, definitely. We was just wondering if you just hoping for caution, because this track is actually really like not caution friendly. There was one incident at the end when Robin Slaughter just lost it in a corner, but it didn't bring the caution either. Then,
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We were thinking if maybe Eric can get that caution, but Eric wasn't he wasn't the only one that stayed out for an extremely long time. 2-3 was out there leading some laps around the track, and I'm thinking that maybe he has a strategy too. But 2-3 looks like you ran out of fuel on those last few laps there, buddy.
Yeah, we did. Oh man, we was trying an oddball strategy. I mean, at one point, I heard the guy talk about some fuel, and I kept going. I was around some traffic, and then I missed the point where I needed to go in. So at that point, I just stayed on out and just hoping for a caution because, we're just rolling the dice, buddy. But I'd like to give a shout out to my sponsors here that kept this thing going all year. Silver Sheet Metal, Team Doghouse Nationwide that's on the Chevrolet Camaro here tonight. We had a good run. I mean, I appreciate everybody this year, man. This Gunner team, man, what a group, I'm telling you. And we just came up a little short tonight. We just rolled the dice, came a little short.
Luke and I were sitting there talking about you as we saw you leading these few laps here, and we were saying, Corey is one of those races where I call it the BOP, back of the packer, where you're in the back, and next thing you know, you don't think about him. He sneaks up on you, and you're like, where the hell did he come from? Did you have a strategy going in, stay in the back, stay out of trouble? I know you wasn't in the points race, but you probably were thinking about winning this thing coming out of those last few laps.
Yeah, we was kind of, dude, guys, if we had a little yellow in there, we might have had to give him a little run for the money. Just to get on up in there and just show our face a little bit. But yeah, after I missed the call on the pit call and the leaders were coming in, at that point, I just said, well, let's stay on out here, just try to save a little bit of tires. Yeah, these tires are brutal, man. I mean, after about 8, 9, 10 laps, if you ran in hard, you done toasted your stuff. So you just had to really take care of your equipment tonight.
Did you champion the B Series last year?
I was B champion last year, and I'm waiting on my trophy, Randy. But anyway, yeah. So I know what it feels
End
like
of this season, still waiting.
Oh yeah. I had to throw that in there. But no, I had a really good time this year, man. We met a lot of new guys come in, and I'm telling you, for all y'all new guys just looking for a league, come here, Gunner Force Hour.
Did you speak with Glenn?
No.
No. Okay, Glenn.
We didn't really talk tonight. No, we didn't talk tonight.
Is a Glenn there?
Yeah.
Glenn, how was the race for you? You was hanging up in front. We follow you, then you was in the front for a long time. And how was the getting behind the guys and fighting for position there?
Well, the plan was to keep the South Boston Burger car in position and save the tires. I was really saving the car the whole time and just never really got on it. And then when Todd got by me after that last pit stop, I just won't pay attention to the last minute. Gave a little in. That was enough to win by a mile. And I want to congratulate Todd. I want to thank everybody else in the league because we've done a heck of a job all year long. And hopefully we'll have a good year next year. Come on back and get some more.
Definitely. Nice to hear from everybody here. Who got a hard time here yet? Is Elisa in here? Not really. That's a shame.
Yeah,
she
I don't
could
see
explain herself.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
But yeah, that's a great race.
Definitely a great race. I mean, sitting there watching these guys, putting it on the track like that, really clean race, competitive race. We thought that it was going to turn into, the racers who not racing for championships stand up front and racing just for the pride of winning. We saw that with Lisa, and with Jason and these guys. They were running hard. Steve Maddox, I told you, telemetry, he'll jump up there on you and he'll surprise you. He was fast all night too.
Yeah, very good race, very good race. That's it's not like unusual, but really the final race in a season is just really pay to be broadcast and show to the people and be remembered, I guess. I hope only technical part of this was okay, because I did this first time, then I even didn't check yet. Hopefully we're talking and it's everything recorded.
Hopefully, I mean, it was fun. You know, at the minimum, I had a great time watching these guys race tonight and kind of talking about it. So it was definitely fun.
Then what the results we got right now from this race? Todd Cray was first, Jason Mills was second, Glenn Stanley third, and Lisa Rain was fourth. David Camara was fifth. William Long was sixth. Stephen Maddox seven. Reggie Packard 8, Eric Shearer 9, and David Hayne 10. And
rounded out that top 14, of course, you got Randy Collins, Andy Allen.
Randy was 11. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Corey and then Robin. Yeah. Everybody ran good. I mean, the last guy, Robin, for some reason, he spun out there. I think his tires just gave up on him. I mean, he was running up front for a while too, right? Yeah.
Maybe he attacked the corner a little bit too much, but
yeah, he hit the corner heavy on brand new tires. That's why he spun out. But he had a good run though.
How was for you, Randy?
I had a tough time with the track, so I don't know.
Okay.
Tough time.
Yeah, we saw you. Your pit stop after the first stage was a little bit longer than rest of the guys.
Penalty. Yeah, penalty.
Penalty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The speeding, I guess. I didn't think I did, but hey, congrats to Todd. You guys ran good. Eric, kick-ass leadership all year. Exceptional, as a matter of fact. And Lucas and Roosevelt, of course, you got that sexy voice, Roosevelt. Do a great job. You guys did an awesome job for this race. That's cool. I got to run, and it's fun racing with all you guys. Sorry to see Dave have an issue, but anyway, it seemed like a good race.
Yeah, you take care, Randy. Good to hear from your sexy voice too, brother.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Yeah, Eric, definitely. I gotta kudos to you for the way you ran these series this year. Again, I didn't have a chance to race to be too much. I think I came home and raced a couple of them, but outstanding effort and leadership on the way you ran these series, my friend. Good job.
David Hayne, are you here?
Gotcha.
Are you thinking you're going to have a championship for track?
No.
No, not gonna happen because Eric just go a little bit sideways here. He did it. He decided you're not going to be champion in next one. In a track.
He was on like 10 lap fresher tires than I was, coming up behind me in the last couple of laps, and I go, should I just wreck him out of spite? Nah, just let it go.
No, you should go behind him and push to the finish line.
I was gonna ask him early on in the race, do you need a push, Eric? Really? But I didn't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
Well, I did pay him to wreck someone for me, but he didn't do that, so I want my money back.
Okay, check's in the mail. I couldn't catch him.
Okay, but it still can be like who was the second here? Glenn? Yes, I think Glenn still can be champion in B series. As soon as Todd going to win the A series, then here is still open for grabs the championship. It's not like 100% yet. No.
Yeah, so the truck championships decided, but it'll come down to Tuesday for the A Series championship. If Todd wins the A Series championship, then the B Series championship will go to Glenn. But anybody else does, then Todd will be the B Series champion.
Glenn, we holding thumbs for you to be here a winner, and Todd probably will be happy to have a winning A Series but it's again the same game. 4 drivers fighting for the same thing. Everything can happen. Same track, yes?
Anything, yep.
Well, Eric, I am mentally shaking your hand. Congratulations on the truck win.
Oh, appreciate it.
And Lucas, it sucks that you lost the internet. You should be shaking his hand, not me. But hey, all 3 podium guys are here. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys, and I think we're gonna wrap it here. And that was
Good
a
job,
really,
broadcaster.
really nice race to broadcast. You give us a lot of things to talk about, and exciting changing places, and side by side, and sometimes even like almost 3 wide. Then it was a lot of nice moments. Roosevelt, do you have anything to say at the end?
Yeah, I agree with you, Luke. They're definitely a fun race to broadcast, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for making it clean, making it safe, making it competitive too. Looking forward to
no problem.
Truck races, and hopefully we can get this broadcast thing set up, Luke. I want to do this some more, man. This is fun.
Yeah, that was actually really fun. But I like to race as well. And sometimes it's really difficult. You cannot do it both. My wheel just sitting just here beside me, and you just itching to go there on track and fight with the guys there. But because I didn't compete the whole season for the beer series, then that was a good option to go and try this broadcast. Thank you, Roosevelt, for helping me out with this. I don't know how is your schedule for the Tuesday, but I don't know if I'm going to race or if I'm going to broadcast anyway. But
well, Monday when I get in, I'll check my schedule and I'll get with you, let you know, because I'm going to make an effort to try to get in and broadcast the A Championship too, which if you decide to broadcast it.
Great stuff. Thank you, everybody. And I think I'm gonna finish this here. Then I maybe see you later.
Yeah, see you guys later. Take care, man.